How's it going, everybody? I am Donuts, when we're reacting to Daredevil, Season 1, Episode 4, and I don't have the name of this episode at all. I didn't even try to look it up ahead of time. What am I doing? Give me a second. This episode is Penny and Dime, or Penny and a Dime? Penny and Dime. Penny and Dime. Oh, what is that saying again? Or is that like a prison sentence, right? Penny being 1 year, Dime being 10 years, or a year and 10 months, maybe, something like, well, no, because that would be like $1 and change or something like that, if it would be that way. I don't know, what does penny and dime mean again, as a saying? Or no, that just means to like, you know, to be cheap, right? To be a real cheapskate, penny and dime in somebody, like, getting the most out of the deal you possibly can, I guess. Is that what it is? Oh, I actually cannot remember. I think so. That's my... Well, it's not a prediction. That's just me guessing what the saying is. What's my prediction for the episode? Penny and diming. Maybe like the hospital with Claire. One of the criminals saying that. You're penny and diming me, something like that. I'm not sure if we even said New York's Finest last episode. I don't remember if Daredevil episodes are things that are said in the episode. I don't believe so. I think it's just, you know, really fitting titles a lot of times. But yeah, so it might just be about, you know, the system in general. And, yeah, everything around that. Let's get into it. Maybe it is.
Whoa. Finn.
Got the first flight soon as I heard.
So these are the Irish guys, I think.
That is part of the deal.
Okay, definitely not what I was expecting.
Leave it.
What in the fuck is going on here?
This bloody shooter, he stole $1.2 million of my money. Man takes my son, I lose a boy.
So
He takes my money, I'm getting it back. We will beat
That
every
looks
mother
so
son
fake.
in this city till I have my money in my
But
hands.
to be fair, it's
And
like
the
gotta be
shooter's
involved
on
in
his
stuff, I
knees,
guess.
alive. Or there'll be more of you shining the inside of a box.
But okay, so he's just extremely pissed off and wants revenge.
That bastard shooter that massacred our brothers. Where is he?
Holy shit.
New faces. Military training. Think fast! I don't know. Wait. I might have seen one guy. Oh, Jesus.
And now everybody, innocent people are getting involved.
We're looking for a customer. What? Wears a jacket, even in the middle of summer, or so they say. I mean...
Holy shit.
Now I count 2 ankles, 2 knees, and 1 elbow, and guess what? I got 5 more rounds.
I think I know. As a dog, right? Came in here. I even saw him walk at once.
Elaborate.
If they do anything to this fucking dog.
Dog's one of ours. This is the place.
That's empty. Find my goddamn money.
Wait.
You heard him. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. These guys are some of the dogs of hell, and then the Irish, and I think they're working together? Is that what's happening? Or essentially, like, he's like one of the last of the Irish. This is really awesome cold open. Still going on. Ah, and they're taking the fucking dog. Oh. Fucking license plate, Jesus. Now it's personal. Now he's gonna be, like, now this ain't just like him killing criminals because he's, you know, that's what he does. Now he's gonna be going after them specifically because of this. I don't know if it's the right thing to say to him, but it's probably true. Is he changing his stitches or something? Oh, yeah. Okay. briefcase with a handcuff on it, already on it. I don't know if it's the same briefcase we saw in the very first episode or not, but...
Some new people spilling a lot of blood out there.
Who?
Don't know. But my old contacts are showing up again, begging me to outfit them.
Oh, no.
Did you?
No, I don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Turn them all away.
Don't shoot! We want him alive!
Who needs me alive?
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Calm down, everyone calm down! No one shoot!
Okay! It's like, I'll shoot. Fuck you. Oh, he's going down.
Well, thanks for thinning out the herd.
Oh. He's gonna get up one last shot. Oh my god. Come on, shoot once. Hit somebody else. Damn. But him getting back up, just like, fuck you.
Come on! Come on!
Jesus.
Oh, I was hoping it.
Okay.
You gotta do it, you gotta talk about it. I'm here! I'll kill every one of you bastards! Come on, I'll kill you!
Oh my god!
Where would you like him? Here? Not such a big man now, are you?
Go! Oh, oh, oh my god! That was so gory. Ugh. Lisa, okay. Also, yeah, I mean, I'm not reacting too much to this because this is kind of what I predicted, that he had a family, a kid, and everything, and something happened.
What was it?
This is a fucking video game. Oh, well, we're about to get a fucking Scooby-Doo fight here.
Take that side. Keep eyes on.
This was so Scooby-Doo. This hallway, these doors.
Bring him in.
Okay.
It seems like you've taken a liking to this mutt. Good boy, good boy. Hey, hey. Hey. If I don't get my money, everything I've done to you, I'm doing double to poor Fido here, yeah? Good boy, good boy, yeah?
Wait. Hey, let him go! Let him go, you asshole! I'll tell you where your money is, okay? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's in the van, okay? It's in the van. He's on 48th and 10th.
Now, what's he? Is he like slowly? Yeah, he's. Oh. Did he fucking put something in his wound and seal it back up? So in a time of need. So you can like blow it up or some shit with a. Oh, is that a razor? Oh my god, he put a fucking razor in his wound! No, it is
Yeah, the
one.
money's all here, Mr. Finn. Wait, there's something else.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get down here!
Get the drill. Get the drill.
Jimmy!
No. He's just gonna blow your.
Jimmy! Shot!
He didn't even bother to torture. You out.
You wanted this.
Now I counted on it. Now I can ask you face to face. Who was there that day? Who killed my family?
Your family.
Was it raised or something?
Cares.
He didn't even fucking need Daredevil to save his ass. Oh, it's so dope. I mean, he still might need help getting out at least. Right, that thing again. One best, two best. Right! Oh, he's... Yeah, I forgot he said that. Alright.
They're gonna pay. Every single goddamn one of them.
They will. And not tonight. Move.
Okay. I was very curious as to how they were gonna, you know... Oh, this is so cool! He's not letting him kill him. Sure, I'll just bash the reins.
No killing.
Altar boy.
He killed plenty already, though. And he killed the main guy.
Oh, let's get out of here.
Oh, that was such a cool sequence. It just keeps trying to kill him, and Daredevil's like, no! No!
One batch, two batch. Penny and dime, you know. It was her favorite book.
Right, that was the book. Oh my god, I didn't even connect the two. Jesus Christ.
You gotta cross the ocean. Go fight, see? All time you're thinking you're gonna be scared, right? But then you're not. See, that part was always easy for me. Killing. Even watching my buddies die, it just... That didn't mean nothing. First time I got scared was on a plane on the way home. Kept thinking God was gonna pull the rug out from under us, you know? Shit, that's just kind of funny, you know? But the plane landed safe and we were home. Driving through traffic. You know, you pass fast food, donut shops and all that. That greasy shit's the shit you fought to protect, and then the car stops. We're outside our school. We get to our classroom, right? She's in there. She's got no idea. She's got no idea that Daddy's home. Walk in, these kids. They're not even studying. They're doing some kind of yoga. Yeah. You know, she's there. She's doing the poses. She's bending and, you know, she's moving. She looks like a flower. Yeah. And, you know, you can't even understand it, you know. How does something like that, how does something that beautiful, how does that come from me, you know?
What a seem a good actor.
I see her. My God, that's real. That's real, Red. In an instant, she's across that classroom floor. She's in my arms. I'm a rubber-faced clown, you know? Cried so hard. Not my baby. Not my girl. You know, she's my girl. She's not crying. She's holding me up. My girl, she's keeping me on my feet. She says, I knew it, Daddy. I knew it. You know, we go home. The wife, the boy. place is the exact same. It's like it's just holding its breath, waiting for me to get back, you know? It hit me. For the first time, I felt how tired I was. You know, I was just tired, you know? You ever been tired, Red? Yeah. So you know. It's just I couldn't do nothing, you know? Couldn't take my wife to bed. Ball with the boys, shit. I was too tired. I couldn't even drink a goddamn beer. You know? My girl was up. She wanted me to... She wanted me to tuck her in, see? She outgrew it. She knew it. She didn't care. She wanted it. She had that book. My favorite book was out on her pillows. One bad, stupid. Penny and Dime, yeah. I read her that book every night before the shit. I read it every single night. But see, that was over now because Daddy's home now. She looked at me and she begged me, Red. She begged. She begged. I said no. Daddy's too tired, see? I'll read to you tomorrow night. I'll read to you tomorrow night, I promise. Yeah. Ever think that for her there was not gonna be any tomorrow, see? The last time I see her, I'd be holding her lifeless body in my arms. Meat was spilling out of her red. The place where her face used to be. Yeah. I think I'm done. Red. I think I'm done.
Oh, did he like call Brett or something?
You caught him, not me. Can't be me. Has to be you.
Yeah.
Why? To protect the kitchen. For lawful order.
Took me how to follow it.
Yeah, take the call. Take the credit, get a promotion if you can. You've earned it. Bullshit. No, people have to know the system works. Not his justice and not mine. Vigilante days are done in this town. Police are in
Okay.
charge.
Hell of a fucking... How much... Is this the end, or do we have... Yeah, we still have a little bit more. But fucking Christ. Sticking on that scene for so long. Just holding it. I didn't want to say anything. That was the best scene in Daredevil so far. Honestly, I am in love with the Punisher already. And I was expecting to hate him. I was expecting to be one of my least favorite Marvel characters. That's a hell of a shot. Yeah, I know where this is going. I don't care about this. Oh, this is a really cool shot too, though. I wish I cared about the relationship. I'm so worried. They're not gonna let us end this episode on a note of Matt is happy.
Hello, Matthew.
Okay. What? What? You can't just throw Alexa, I know you. What? Okay. So really quick before I even do my discussion, Elektra, I think I know as like a Spider-Man villain or something like that. I don't know anything. I mean, I've seen the name a ton. I know it's a very, very popular character at the very least. But okay, he just knows his character. Oh. Either way, though, this was a really, really, really good, like, 4-episode arc. Like, I have no idea what the rest of the season is gonna be. I thought these 4 episodes were gonna be the whole season. God damn, that was so perfectly encapsulated in one. Oh, okay, I'll see you guys for the discussion. Okay, so first off, I want to correct myself. So the thing with Elektra at the end there, I think I'm thinking of Electro, which is a Spider-Man villain. I mean, also, it wasn't that I was very surprised that, oh, what, a Spider-Man villain is in Daredevil. I mean, we've done that before, and I know there's a lot of crossover between the two. But, yeah, I actually don't think I know the name Elektra at all.
Okay.
Maybe, but it could just be... Elektra is a very common name in a lot of, like, series for an electric character. So I'm not sure if I am specifically thinking of, like, a Marvel character or just, like, other characters that would be named Electro or Elektra or Electric Man or Electricity Dude. You know, there's so many of them. I don't know if I'm thinking of this one or not. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know anything other than the name. So I don't know if it's, like, a super popular one or less known. I don't know. But, yeah, The big surprise was that Matt already knows her, and assumingly knows quite a few other people with powers then, between, I assume, Stick and Now. Because when he was with Stick, he didn't seem to know any of that kind of stuff. Now he doesn't really ever talk about it, but he clearly knows that there's other powered people out there and stuff. But yeah, and Potter was talking about how, he's been working on suits for other people as well. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they've been asking.
They've been asking, and he hasn't been doing it. Yeah, but he used to. He used to suit a bunch of people up, is what I meant to say. So, yeah, we're definitely be getting a lot more people in Daredevil than I thought we were going to. This season might be the season of introducing people, like 444. You know, how many is there? 13 episodes?
Yes.
Maybe like 464 or something.
Okay.
I know that's Anyway, so maybe something like that. But either way, we're going to be getting, I assume, more... Not the Punisher completely over, though. We're still going to get some more with Punisher.
Okay, because I was going to ask that. Like, do you think this was, 4 episodes of Punisher, that's it for Season 2? Or
No, okay, I mean... Okay, well, just talking about that going forward with Punisher, before we get into Punisher this episode, because that is... Whew!
It's a lot.
We're definitely going to get his... We're either going to get him going to jail and then getting out of jail. We've seen characters do that already, but like he's also killed many people, so I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be closer to like we do his trial. We didn't get to see the trial of Wilson Fisk, which I was very much disappointed in, because the only really like lawyer trial thing we got in season 1 was not that great. It was it was for the jury was being rigged, and it wasn't that interesting. It wasn't a big courtroom scene. It was a little courtroom scene. So I think we're going to get a big courtroom scene with Frank and Matt Murdock and then defending him. And then, of course, we're going to have Matt and Foggy know that the Punisher is Frank Castle, but then Frank doesn't know that Matt Murdock, his lawyer, is Daredevil. It's a very interesting dynamic. But yeah, I definitely think that's going to happen.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be as confident on that if we got the trial of Fisk at the start of this season, but because we didn't, I think that's why we're because we didn't, we're getting this.
Okay.
Or because we're getting this, we didn't get that, rather, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's my theory for what we're gonna get going forward. I don't think he's gonna be like after the trial. Then maybe he'll then be another still big thing in the series. But I think it's gonna be the trial, and then he's gonna be dealing with legal stuff, so he'll be out of the season for the rest after that. That's my prediction.
Okay.
So with back to Elektra and the many other powered people and everything, I don't know how they're going to work it in plot wise with like Punisher is against Daredevil. Stick was talking about this very mystical, mysterious thing that's all going on that we still have not touched on at all. It was a big like planting a seed for something much later. I assume like a season 3 thing.
Okay.
It's gonna be the whole like war that he's talking about. I don't think it's happening this season. So, and then the guy that he was talking to and all that stuff. The black sun. What was it? Black Gustar? What? It's not. No. Black Sky. That's what it was. Whatever that is. Not even that wasn't like one person. That was multiple people, manufactured, powered people or something. I don't know, man. So the fact that they're all called Black Sky means that I'm not saying like Elektra was also like a manufactured powered person, even if that's what they are or something. I don't think they're manufactured or they're born with that. I don't know, but we're gonna be getting into. What I'm trying to get at is I don't think this is gonna be a mainly Elektra focused like arc here.
Okay.
I think this might be a power people by proxy of Elektra arc here,
Okay.
but we're gonna get multiple named ones. This is gonna be a real like, okay, the MCU's working, people are liking the Netflix shows, let's flex our guns and bring in some characters. I really think that's what's happening this season.
Okay.
It really feels like they're getting comfortable with the universe and with the properties that are selling, and so they're, you know, like, people like Daredevil, people are watching Daredevil, we assume Netflix isn't giving us the numbers, but we guess people talk about it. So, throw in Punish, throw in Elektra, throw in Magneto. I can't name any other Spider. As I said, I tried to name one other Spider-Man character last night, and I was like, Green Goblin? I don't know anyone else. We had Mahoney and Daredevil had a fantastic scene together. Because, yeah, they're not buddy. It's not like he has, like, some police guy on the inside or anything like that. We kind of have that going on because he does just tell us always anyway. He always says no. All right, fine. But, yeah, he... I wonder if it's ever going to be a thing of, like, he'll know it's Matt. Because he already had the scene in this episode where he was, like, telling the police guys to shut up back there, not knowing that he had powers. But if anybody were to figure it out, he's up close with Daredevil all the time, and he's up close with Matt all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody were to piece it together, it would be him, and it would be good because he's not going to be someone that's going to say anything.
Yeah.
He would keep it, you know, quiet, especially now. But now we do have an in with the police, a sense, and this was, so perfect in the way that Daredevil handled it, and that's how he was handling it at the beginning of the series too, like in episode 1. He says he wasn't, but that's kind of what we saw in episode 1.
Yeah.
Like, I guess to be fair, then you have, like, he's in the kitchen fighting the guys, and the kitchen guys saw that, so they're going to tell that story, and people are going to find out that he was involved.
Right.
But yeah, like, beating them up and then giving them to the police, like, yeah, it was, you know, Mahoney is a good guy and he didn't want to take credit for that, but he should have taken credit for the Fisk thing.
Yeah.
If he took credit for the Fisk thing and just said, oh yeah, I did, Daredevil didn't do it, it sounds like a selfish thing to do, but it's honestly the better thing to do.
I mean, would we have devil worshippers if that hadn't happened?
I mean, yes, probably, but, like, I don't think it would be, you know, the criminal side of things, I don't think would be as bad.
Okay.
I think the Devil Worshipper still, I don't think they're like, oh man, he took down Wilson Fisk. He was such a strong fighter. Like, you know, I don't think they're thinking anything like that.
Okay.
But, like, when they see him take down, Daredevil take down a bunch of dudes, even if they're so much lower level than Fisk, I think that's more impressive to the Devil Worshippers.
Sure.
Because, yeah, they don't know Fisk. They're just like, he beat up a rich, you know, guy. It doesn't seem, it's just like, yeah, he beat up a rich guy. Like, yeah, he's a bad guy. But, like, it's not impressive to them.
Understandable.
They didn't see the fight, you know? To them, it really is just like, yeah, Batman went up and beat up Jeff Bezos. Like, cool, but it's not like... okay, where the hell are we on here? First off, okay, so at the beginning of the episode, I thought it was, I said, oh, this is the Irish and the Dogs of Hell working together. I don't think that's the case. It was just the Irish, I think.
Pretty sure it's just Irish.
Yeah, it was just the Irish. What I was confused about was the whole, like, killing thing that happened there. But it was Finn not liking the way that the other guy was running things and just kind of accepting that this was happening. Which would have been the better thing to do overall, honestly. Well, actually not, because then he probably would have just came and killed them all too. So either way, they were kind of fucked, I guess.
Yeah.
No matter what they did, they were gonna die. But yeah, so I got that a little bit wrong. But I do like that Finn was a really good one-off villain. Like, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I was like, did he die before Daryl came in? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He shot him right in the fucking face. He's dead. And getting all the innocents involved with them, just seeing so many people shot with a shotgun this episode, Jesus Christ, they're really doing a good job of this season, like last season with Fisk, it was like Fisk blew up the city. How do you get worse than that? How do you be like, oh, but Daredevil, you might make the city worse? And this isn't him. This is Punisher.
Yeah.
But like, this is a good example of how a vigilante could make the city worse than blowing up the city. It's like, and it's not like, that is a very Fisk blows up the city and he knows that is going to be injuring all these people and causing this mass, damage around the people that he's trying to get. Whereas Punisher doesn't even really care about that, and he's mainly just focusing on the killing them, and he doesn't think about what's going to happen after that.
Right.
So it's a very interesting distinction between the two. And just that, it's hard to blame Punisher for this, but at the same time you can, but, So, we'll stick on the Irish with Grotto's funeral, seeing the priest again. I really like the priest. I have not gotten to, like, all the times you've joined the discussion for Daredevil, not been anything related to the priest. I'm very curious as to your thoughts on the priest and everything, him knowing the secret.
I think he is a really good way to stick into Matt's, Catholic values. Especially because, of course, the thing with a priest is that if you confess to them, they can't report it. But if they're just talking with you casually, they can. So it's not the priest literally cannot tell anyone about Matt. It's that the priest, doesn't want to.
Yeah. And it's the same way of, like, here with the... not like saying all the bad things about Grotto. Like, he's like, yeah, I did sugarcoat it up. I didn't say all the bad shit about him. Like, and that's basically the same with Matt. He's like, he's willing to let that smaller stuff slide.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I've seen plenty of other priests where the funeral does say, like, well, they did this horrible thing and this horrible thing, so, but I gotta, do this funeral for them. And it's like, Jesus, man, come on.
He's a good priest for Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, seriously. And I do like that he is so no bullshit. He's just like, he's not like, Matt, I'm looking out for your health and your safety and all that. He's like, Matt, you're guilty. You gotta go fight. But I like that. I really like that he's like, I'm telling you what I believe. I'm a very faithful person. And this is what I believe. I'm not going to be like, well, this is what I believe, but I don't think you should do it, so I'm going to lie to him and say this or whatever. He's like, no, I believe that you need to be going out there and fighting, and that's what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
And, it's great that Matt at least has somebody that's real with him.
Yeah.
And is like, do you think you need to do this? Yes. Then you should probably be doing it. Does not doing this make you unhappy? Then do it. Whereas everybody else is like, Matt, you doing this makes me unhappy. But nobody asks Matt, does not doing it make you unhappy?
He's a really great, pressure release valve in the series.
Yeah.
A lot of series, I think, could benefit from a character like that, where they aren't an active part of the drama. They're not going to spice things up, but a character can go to them and just say, all right, here's what's going on.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, like you said, someone very rooted to his Catholic roots. And that, adds the possibility of Punisher being able to go there as well.
Yeah.
And confess to him. And then he's going to be real like, boy, I do not want to be the resident super, priest. The guy that everybody comes to confess their super crimes.
The religious version of Claire.
Yes. Oh, no. I can't wait to start Luke Cage and he goes to the priest.
It'd be really weird if everyone in the Marvel series were Catholic.
If all the Netflix ones are Catholic.
If you're really that would feel a bit like a conspiracy, honestly. Why are they all Catholic?
It's the Marvel Catholic universe.
Oh no.
Okay, where were we? But yeah, talking about Grotto and everything, but he didn't mention everything bad he's done, but he did, say, yeah, he was mostly a bad guy, but he did some good stuff too, and that's all that matters, and that's exactly what Daredevil always says. Even if they're 99% bad, they've got 1% good in them.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know if it's worth it to keep the 99 bad for the 1% good.
I mean,
but
that is the question of the whole series, and I don't think it's a question where they want the audience to go like, yeah, 100% I agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. It is a very big argument between the Punisher and Daredevil. And I think Punisher is more on the side of wrong, but that he's not 100% wrong, just as Daredevil's not 100% right either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just, I don't know, man. It was just very perfectly encapsulating of this whole argument of like, yeah, he doesn't deserve to die. Even if I'm saying like, I don't know if it's worth it keeping around the 99% bad for the 1% good, but at the same time, it's like, no, I take it back. Some people deserve to die. No, you know what? I take it back. Some people, it's fine. You know what? I'm sticking to my shield rule. If you get to double digits, death sentence. And I'm not saying that they need to have a death sentence, but I'm saying if they get to double digits and and somebody kills them, whether it be capital punishment, whether it be capital Punisher, whether it be, some random person on the street getting revenge, if you've done double digits kills, and that counts the Punisher too, I'm not going to feel bad when you die. If the Punisher gets killed because I was mad at him for killing double-digit people, it's like, well, yeah. It's, once you get to that point, there's I don't have empathy for your death anymore.
Okay.
But I don't think once you reach double digits, it's like, I'm not like, okay, now we have to kill that person. But it's like, if it happens, I don't care. Okay. But I'm not going to be the one pushing for it. If that makes sense. With Daredevil and the Punisher, I cannot believe how excited I was for them to fight this episode, because I really like them butting heads, and they showed up together, and I was like, they don't really have any reason to start fighting together right now, particularly, but, I mean, like, Punisher fighting with him,
right.
But, like, he's just trying to survive, he's just trying to get out of there,
yeah.
And then the further this goes, now he's getting, he understands him more and everything, but yeah, I cannot believe how excited I was for the fight together, because I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't thinking it was anywhere close to happening. Okay. And then I was just like, oh, Daredevil's going there, and they're gonna fight together. Oh. And yeah, like, just the fight itself was, it was whatever. But the way. Just the times of hitting the weapons out of Punisher's hands. That was just the best part of the whole fight. That was all the fight. Just knock shit out of his hands. Just the no kills. And the graveyard scene, I talked so little during it. I looked at my reaction. I have not edited yet, but I barely talked at all during the entire thing, and that's going to end up being the vast majority of my reaction, because it's so good. I don't think anything other than S.H.I.E.L.D. so far has gotten me to cry. Daredevil has gotten me to cry now with that scene. Yes. Very, not like bawling, but it did make me tear up. Yeah. Okay, so personal shit. I had a girlfriend at one point who, my last words to her were essentially me saying, I have to work in the morning. I'm too tired to stay over any longer. And it was a very stern, no, I'm not staying over any longer. I'm leaving. And then she got in a car crash and died that night. So the whole last word, you never know what your last words are going to be, and especially the last words being the worst last words or whatever to say. Hits home pretty close, but it's I love his actor specifically, because again, I've seen him in The Walking Dead, I've seen him as Shane, and him as Shane versus him as Punisher is so different, so vastly different. Now, in the very first episode he was introduced, I feel like the way that he just said bang, it's one word, but the way he said bang, it felt so Shane, it felt very southern, it felt very jowly and everything. But yeah, since then he's been so vastly different. I really appreciate characters that aren't typecast, or even when they are typecast, they're very different. He is typecast as a gun military sort of guy, but very, very, very different in the way that he's very southern incel and family man, just the deepest, most badass voice. I would not expect this voice coming from John Berthenol. I can't remember his fucking last name. But it's so good. The little speech quirks with the yeah and the you know, so good, so good. And okay, so my prediction for what's going on with him is that he gets so. How would this happen? Something happens in Afghanistan that he was not supposed to see or not supposed to know or something like that. They then like, okay, I don't know who would be the one to shoot him. Like, they shoot his family first.
Okay.
And then, so what happens is they shoot his wife, they shoot his kids, then they shoot... He only mentioned his baby girl, but didn't he have two kids?
Yeah, he had a boy and a girl.
Yeah, okay. I want to make sure, yeah. But yeah, shoots his family. Then, as he's holding their bodies, I assume they shoot him, and that's when he goes in the hospital. The suits keep coming in. They're trying to shut him off. The hospital guy is like, which we didn't even talk about all last episode.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with that guy. I don't know if he's just a really good guy or something. But that was so weird. Where he's just like, man, they're clearly trying to kill this guy. I'm just gonna take him off life support, or I mean, he did wake up. He didn't take off life support, but like, he was like, I'm just gonna take him home.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. Like, he did ask.
I know he did ask, but like,
if a man is dying,
if a nurse,
he was like, please.
If I was a nurse and somebody woke up and like, take me home, I would be like, sorry, no, I'm not getting them. But yeah, I like, really good guy, but it's a really weird scenario. But yeah. So his family gets shot. He gets shot. They try to kill him. This guy takes him off life support. He takes him out of the hospital. He becomes Punisher. I think Reyes and the DA I don't think are the ones who like shot him or anything, but they are definitely the ones who were like orchestrating it, and at the very least were the ones with the hospital stuff and covering it up there, because of the X-ray, you know. So they're definitely have something to do with the hospital. They were the suits of the hospital for sure. That's how they got the X-ray. That's what their involvement in all this is. I don't know if they have any involvement before that, or if it was the government then using the, you know, if the government shot him and then the government, you know, told the DA to cover it up. Don't know if it's, you know, where the origin of the shooter is. The torture scene with the Punisher, goddamn. Again, I've seen many torture scenes. I have still never seen a torture scene where the character is that unbroken, where they do not break. I mean, like the dog is you know how they have to do the break, you know, thing. But like, you know, even like the most badass of characters, when they're in that like sort of pain, they show some sort of like wincing.
Right.
But he refused to even like wince. He just like screams instead of wincing.
I mean, it's that powerful like resolve that also made him like start his heart back up when he was off life support.
Yeah, like, dude, I love how much they're characterizing the Punisher as just like is mythical almost. Like he doesn't have superpowers, but he does feel like a mythical man.
Yeah, like
he feels like a Paul Bunyan.
I think that's a good way to put it, actually.
Yeah,
like he's completely like he is physically normal, but he has that like that will, that spirits.
Yeah,
that does feel way unhuman almost.
Yeah, like Daredevil always talks about having the devil inside of him in a personality sense, but the Punisher feels like he's got the devil inside of him. Like, oh man, that yeah, his heart starting back up was so cool of an idea. It's just like so fucking weird, so mythical. I love it. Yeah, they're opening back up his wound to put a razor blade inside, so he could be captured to then get the information out of them for who, you know, is after him, and well, not who's after him, but who shot him. Well, I guess he's assuming that, you know, the person who shot him is also the person who is after him right now.
Yeah.
Which is not the case. Anything else I have to say about, like, really just, man, like, they sell his character so much on the, you know, losing his family. Because he's, you know, it's very specific line of, like, you know, that loss affects people in different ways, right? Not everybody is going to be affected the same way in loss. And it's not even like somebody who lost their entire family would be affected in the same way that he is here in Command. It's, but they really do sell it. It doesn't feel like a man who has, like, become broken. It does feel like a man who's doing all this for his family. Like, I feel like a lot of times you get this, the family all dies, they become broken, and they just become super serious, and, you know, like, the contrast between him in the torture scene and him crying just talking about his family and stuff is great. It's like, it's not that he's, like, a character who's, like, you know, oh, my family died, now I'm too badass to show emotions or anything like that. It's just like, no, he's not gonna show emotions in, like, the torture stuff, but he will show emotions when he's talking about his family and everything. Oh, that is great. And the dog was fantastic as well. Like, the fact that he just took the dog in was like a sure, but seeing him care so much for it and everything, like, going that far, I don't know.
Do you think that, like, before Daredevil, do you think he's told anyone this story?
Absolutely not. No way.
Yeah, because I think that's also one of the reasons why he was so emotional about it, because this might be the first time he's ever said it out loud.
Oh, 100%. There's no way he's ever said it before that. Because, like, it's been probably very little time since family died in hospital, wake up, start being Punisher. It's probably been very little time since he got back from Afghanistan. Yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Do you have anything else you want to say about this episode?
No, that's about it.
All right. I mean, do you want to talk about the Punisher a little bit at all? I feel like you haven't got to talk about him at all. I'm forcing you. Speak of the Punisher.
No, I don't want to talk about Punisher. Like, my view of Punisher is very comic clouded, but in terms of just the character as he is right now, I do think he's a really, really good adaptation.
Okay.
Like, he is the one-man army, he is badass, but at the same time he has this strong, like, I don't want to say broken core, it's more like an irrevocably changed core.
Yeah.
I'm still so curious to see how, like, who killed his family specifically. I really thought we were going to get the full backstory in this episode and then kind of leave it at that. But it does seem like it's going to be more of a, like, ongoing thing.
And the specific wording of meat was spilling out of her face means it's not like they just, you know, popped a shot at him. Right. It's like what he does. It was like a 50 cal shot or something.
Right,
it had to be an explosive kind of, like, gory shot.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe that's why he does it the way he does. But yeah, it's interesting anyway. That's it. Actually, I wanted to say really quick, we didn't talk about when it came up, but I keep forgetting to talk about it now. I just remembered. Back when the Punisher was very first brought up, well, not very first brought up, but when they were talking about him in episode 2, before they gave him the name, and they were talking like, oh yeah, some of the cops even side with him and everything like that, which ties into, like, the only thing I knew about the Punisher being that some cops in real life, you know, put his thing on their car and everything, which I kind of assumed what that would mean, but now, yeah, I get what that means. I kind of put 2 and 2 together, but yeah, getting the confirmation, like, yeah, now I know why I'm running away from those cops. But yeah, so I like the call to that. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I will see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.